Welcome back to another review of Dexter New Blood. This week, episode 5. Man, I love this episode so much that as soon as it finished, I went and put on my Dexter t-shirt. You know, the one that I got with my Season 2 DVD. You remember when they put, shirts with DVDs? It's like promotion? Oh man, I miss those days. I miss DVDs. Do I? You know the drill, guys. 3 big yays and then 3 big nays. Big yay, number 1. This episode, guys, we got something that I never thought we'd get, and I'm still shaken from it. My biggest issue with this whole limited series as a concept, and with the casting announcements that they released before the show came out, and just all these things, is that we're never going to be able to fix Season 8's mistakes if we're not doing it with the characters we spent 8 seasons with. I have relationships and feelings that built up over 8 full years of TV that I loved, mostly, but having a bunch of new characters all be like, oh, Dexter, you're a serial killer. I've known you for, 5 minutes? It's who cares? But now, they've done something that I didn't think was going to happen at this point. They've potentially fixed that. We have been in the cold, wintry land of Fargo, and there's been no more hot, sweaty boys from Miami. And everybody, who do you think was my favorite hot, sweaty boy? Surprise, Angel Cameo. We got Angel, guys. He's in the show. He's in the show. Angel Batista is in the show. I cannot believe they somehow hid this casting announcement. It absolutely blew my mind when we saw him. I jumped out of my couch and screamed. I was just like, "Wah! Wah!" Guys, if Angel is in this, that means we might actually somehow fix Season 8. We're going to get an Angel and Dexter confrontation. Dexter and Angel, I didn't think this would possibly happen. I thought it would just be that new cop guy who's I'm not just your gym teacher, random other character. I'm also a cop. And I'm he's fine, but who cares? I care about Angel. I never expected to see him again. He's back in all his glory. He's smooth, sexy, hilarious, charming. My God, was it just so good to see him. But you know what was even better than seeing him? Was seeing him wear his amazing hat. My God, that man has a sense for fashion when it comes to hats. I almost enjoyed seeing the hat more than I enjoyed seeing him. He's back in the show. This changes everything. Everything I thought the finale could do now, it's completely exploded. Are we going to get a Masuka cameo? Are we going to get, who was that other guy? Quinn. My God, I always forgot his name. But it's opened up everything now. The finale is now going to be so explosive. I just need these episodes to come out. This finale I just need to get there. We just need to get there. I cannot wait for Dexter to be revealed and for Angel to be absolutely heartbroken. I don't want Angel, I don't want that to happen to Angel, but that's what the show is. This is what we were setting up, and this is what Season 8 did not deliver us on. Of all the things that the show did, it never had a confrontation with one of the main characters fully realizing that he is the Bay Harbor Butcher. Angel in this episode, he's not just in it as a cameo, being it's me, you're in the background, blah, blah, blah. It's he has a scene where he talks about the Bay Harbor Butcher in front of a whole room full of police people. It was absolutely spectacular. Angel talking about the Bay Harbor Butcher is essentially the Chekhov's gun of this show, and they've put it up on that wall, and it's cocked and loaded, and I cannot wait for it to be fired. But I'm so much more excited about the potential of this show. Last week we had a huge revelation with Harrison and Dexter, and that was incredible, and that smile at the end was amazing. But having Angel back in the show changes everything, just completely. Now the show can actually end with characters that we cared about for so long. And I honestly can't explain how happy that makes me feel, because every new character, they've slightly grown on me more than I thought they would. But honestly, compared to Angel, they could all die and I couldn't care less. Honestly. But if Dexter kills Angel in this show, oh boy. Or if Angel has to kill Dexter, oh man, this could get very exciting. These last couple of episodes are going to be absolutely crazy. And the only thing that could make this show worse than Season 8 would be if Angel doesn't appear again. Then it would be worst show ever, forever. And it would then be the show that had the worst finale ever. Then Thrones topped it, and then it topped Thrones. And so it would be 1 and 3, which, oh boy. Can you imagine? Angel also lays the seeds for Dexter to be revealed by cheekily dropping, he's like, something, something, something. What was that boy's name? Harrison. When he walked away and he wasn't going to say it, I'm like, say it, Angel! Say it, Angel! Say it, Angel! And then he's like, Harrison. I'm like, Is it a little too easy and convenient that, like, you know, he randomly drops, like, you know, like, oh, this guy was dead and his lost little boy was Harrison. And then, you know, her daughter is also told by Harrison, is like, apparently Jim's name isn't really Jim. But he was like ODing. Like he was just about to OD. Like he's not a very reliable narrator. And connecting those two dots, like I know she thinks Jim's a bit sus because the son appeared out of nowhere. But like Harrison's a super common name. Like there are so many people in America. Like that was age. I don't know. It just feels like it feels a bit convenient to me. But you know what? I couldn't care less. I just want Dexter to be revealed. I wanted him to be ousted. I want him to have to kill his new girlfriend for him and Harrison to survive. Oh my god. Harrison could kill the girl that likes him. That's the daughter of Dexter's girlfriend. And they could both kill... Oh my god. There could be so much horror and anguish. And like, I don't want this to happen to these characters, but this is the show they started with. He's a serial killer. Like, you need to go through with it. Like, this was the show you created. Like, and season 8 was just like, no. We're just gonna, I don't know, sail into the hurricane and be lumberjacks and stuff. Like, everything's cool. He's the best character ever. He killed bad guys. Like, he killed the killers. Like, you know, he's good. No, he's not. He's a monster. He's evil. Like, and I really want this show to push it, and there's so much potential for it. It's just like at the cusp, but I'm so afraid that it's not actually gonna go through with it. But man, what if it does? This could be one of the most horrifying, heartbreaking, disgusting, scary, tense seasons of TV. Like, so far it's been great, but it hasn't been that. And I'm just really hoping that we can get to that point because it's all, the seeds are there, man. Like, it could be something special, like something horrible and dark and vicious and disgusting and like hard to watch at times, but I think that's what we want. Like, he's a serial killer. Like, I don't want any of this PG Dexter season 8 stuff anymore. Like, we're here to fix season 8. So if we do season 8 again, or if we do like a in-between season 8 where it's like a bit more intense, but it's not going as hard as it could, like, man, rewatch that pilot. He's a monster, and I want that monster to come back out. So yeah, a bit convenient that she finds out Dexter's, you know, Dexter, or whatever, Jim is Dexter at the end. But honestly, stupid plot contrivances, fire them my way. Bam, 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 bam. I don't care. Just get us to that final act that we all desperately want to see. I don't really care how we get there because it's just those final episodes and how that all plays out that's going to be really interesting. And honestly, if you get Angel in a hat in an episode being like the Bay Harbor Butcher, oh, Deb was an amazing officer, like, oh, she tragically died. It was all, and just that, like, he's got the grey hair and he's got the hat, guys, and just, oh, it was mostly me just like tears of joy of just being like, Angel, he's back, baby! Big yay, number 2. So, the serial killer of the year this year, Kurt, he's kind of just going about doing his thing. He gets a new victim this week. It's kind of interesting to see how the victim kind of plays against what he kind of wants from his ritual. We get a really disturbing scene where he comes into the bar and the bartender's like, oh, he does this like once every 2 months or something. And it's like, oh no, it's his ritual. Like, you can get, he's like, oh, he plays that damn song every time. And it's like, this is a sick and twisted ritual. This has got Trinity style all over it, where he's doing things methodically in a pattern. And like, he plays the song and he's just got this like, disgusting like ecstasy over his body. It's just repulsive. I loathe him as a character. I know we're meant to, but it's just like just. But I really liked how the victim kind of played against that and kind of, you know, she tried things and did things that were a little bit different, so that like he was getting frustrated. Like, he saw her naked and she's like, this is what you want. And he's like, no. And she was kind of ruining the ritual. And then when she wouldn't run, the ritual was ruined. Like, he still killed her, which is awful, disgusting, obviously, but like, it was really cool to see her kind of ruin his ritual. Ironically, that's going to kind of lead to him finding another victim quicker, I imagine, which is kind of sad in the end. I am very, very interested to see where this goes. I mostly kind of want to see the revelation, like how with Trinity, when he goes on the road trip with Dexter and he reveals like why he does the things he does in the ritualistic way. And it's really interesting and horrifying and morbidly fascinating and all these things. So I'm really interested to see Kurt's kind of backstory and why he's doing the things he's doing and how and why, you know what I mean. Big nay number 3. The lack of original OG Dexter music in this show is just heartbreaking, and it's just disgusting. It kind of makes me feel like if you went to see a new Star Wars film, and at the start when there's the opening crawl, instead of the awesome bombastic Star Wars music that you've known to come and love over the years and years, it just plays like a really good Hans Zimmer sci-fi score, and you're like, this isn't bad music or anything, like it's fine, but I'm here for Star Wars music. I feel like that with Dexter. I'm here for Dexter music. When Dexter's doing a thing, like at the start of the episode, he's got the knife, and he's looking at it. I want the Dexter music to play. I want to be like, oh, Dexter, oh. Like, it's so enchanting and just beautiful, and like this, it's scary kind of like fantasy, fairy tale, like music vibes. It's got beautiful, like orchestral feeling. This soundtrack doesn't really have any of that, and it's really disheartening, and I'm never really going to get over it. At least at the end of the episode, we get the like classic Dexter music playing over the credits. Oh, that's right, they didn't do that this week. For some reason, this better be a one-off Dexter New Blood. Oh, you're on bloody thin ice. See what I did there, thin. Big nay number 2. Harrison throws away a whole untouched bacon and eggs breakfast right in the bin. Disgusting. Unacceptable as far as I'm concerned. I saw some sausage in there, dude. Like, what are you doing, man? Like, what a waste of food. I don't care if you're like a teenager who's like a wannabe serial killer and you're afraid your dad might know that you're a wannabe serial killer, but you don't know that he's an actual serial killer. And there's a lot of teenage tension going on and stuff. But still, don't waste a beautiful looking bacon and eggs and sausage and maybe more stuff that I didn't see and just chuck it in the bin. He didn't even touch it. He was so spiteful when he did it. Made me furious. I don't think I'm ever going to be on Harrison's side again. Like, what a waste of food. Disgusting. He also threw away the cutlery and the plate right in the bin. Dexter's going to have to fish that out of the bin later, out of the dirty bin. Disgusting. Or worse, he's going to accidentally take the garbage out, not knowing what's happened, and there's just going to be a plate and some cutlery down. Unacceptable, Harrison. Like, truly disgusting. Makes me furious. It really does. I would love someone to come over and make me some bacon and eggs and sausage. Anyone? Big nay number 1. Dexter's girlfriend's daughter, whose name escapes me, and I'm never going to Google it. I don't really care for her character, and this episode really pushed me over the line. So last week, she's like, Harrison, I'll give you like a playlist of all my true crime podcasts. I love true crime podcasts. And then this week, she's like, what, you didn't like my true crime podcasts? And he's like, no, I didn't really like the pods, whatever, and stuff. And she's like, yeah, I mean, I guess some people just don't find true crime about serial killers funny. What are you talking about? Funny? What do you mean? Like, true crime's huge, but I don't think everyone's just like having a laugh about it. Like, they're not like sitting in their cars being like, oh, this serial killer. It's like this interesting, like morbid fascination with it, I have to imagine. I'm not into true crime, but like, I think it's like, yeah, I mean, I gotta be honest, maybe I'm wrong. True crime listeners that are listening to this, bloody let me know. Are you listening to it for the lols? Because I bet you're not. And the fact that this woman is infuriated me, it disgusted me, and then like, 5 minutes later, she's like, oh, Harrison, you're so out of it. Like, oh, I can't believe you got drunk and took drugs and all this stuff. I'm like, woman, you love laughing at serial killers, like real serial killers. Like, what is wrong with you? That's disgusting. Big yay, number 3. The comedy in this show. From Dexter, the serial killer. His comedy. The humor in Dexter has always been a really great part of it. There's always this dark humor, because, you know, he's a serial killer and all that stuff. But there's always this on-the-nose, silly kind of playfulness about it that kind of keeps it light, despite how disgusting and awful a lot of the themes and feelings and just the mood is a lot of the time. And it kind of has a really interesting balancing act. But I think Michael C. Hall's performance, like, you can't deny it. It's like he's carrying that kind of line and that balance, because a lot of the humor comes from him and the inside narration. Like, he's just doing that in the booth after. And the one that really stood out to me this week was he's passing some dogs, and the dogs are all barking at him. He's like, dog's barking at me. Still got it. And I'm like, oh, Dexter, you still got it. Oh, bloody stand-up comedian Dexter. Like, oh, I loved it. And there's just all this, like, it's always this, like, silly stuff. Like, at one point, he gets angry and he, like, slashes, like, the pillow. And just like you do when there's, like, a stain or something, he just kind of goes, ooh, and then spins the pillow around. And so, obviously, towards the end of the series, we're probably going to lose a lot of that humor as it gets really, really dark and intense. So I hope we can get a couple more great jokes, like the dog one. Or, like, I mean, even with the serial killer of the year, he, like, locks her up and we know what's going to happen, but she's super happy she's in this room. She doesn't know what's going to happen yet. And she's so happy, she's like, I could just die and go to heaven. And he's like, she doesn't know I'm locked in her home. She is gonna die. And I'm just like, that's so classic Dexter. On the nose, dumb. Is it even clever? I don't know, but I love it. And I'm really loving the show. If Angel doesn't rock up again, or in the last couple of episodes, I will die of sadness. But at this point, I'm still super excited, and I'm on the Angel hat-wearing train. I'm on the train, and we're choo-choo. What the fuck? So what did everyone else think of this episode? I'm sure you're all just mostly like, Angel, it's Angel. But, you know, what did everyone else think? Any other big yays or big nays that I missed? Comment below. I'd be super interested to see what people think about this show. Is everyone still as excited as I am? Have people dropped off for some reason? How could you? Angel was in it. But yeah, so thanks so much for watching, guys. Catches! Thanks for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, do all the bloody things. And check out my other podcasts, Two Brothers, One Pilot, Top and Tail, and Spoiler Talk. Links in the description.